Peace and love, fam. Wanted to come to you, talk to you a little bit. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Monte. I'm your host. For those of you who are returning, thank you for returning. Those of you who have subscribed, I appreciate your support. Again, I wanted to come in today and we're going to talk about 40 years old or better. And you're still listening to mumble jumble rap. You know the rap where you can't understand the word. Hot beats, words are not easily recognizable. These things just point towards the immature level upon which we are still finding too many of us. When I'm talking about specifically black people, black males, and even the females. I mean, you listen to lyrics that literally you can't understand, and if you do understand it, the English is so distorted that it sounds retarded. Literally, it sounds as if we're listening to individuals that have had a retardation, and no disrespect for those who have real issues that they were birthed with, but it's the retardation of the spoken word that we're hearing when we hear lyrics that are inaudible, lyrics that you're just screaming like a sound, those type of things, you know. And it's the same rhythm pattern with the lyrics, so you really can't distinguish many of these rappers from each other. When you heard Tupac, you heard Biggie, you knew the difference. You heard any of those rappers that rap, that were lyrical, that has some flow, that has some content, whether it be gangster, whether it be a little bit misogynistic, whether it be any of that. I'm not glorifying those things, but what I am saying is you can clearly distinguish who is who. And then the beats are pretty much the same. So it's the hot beats that drives the rhythm that makes you want to move to it. There's some science behind that deals with the pituitary gland, that when sounds that come from music really generates and affects the pituitary gland, which causes the body to want to move. Affects it in a way where it's really the low, slow, deep beats makes you want to move in a sexual type of way, where you're moving the lower body, the lower extremities. These things are scientifically connected. So, with that being the case, I have an issue with these grown men that's 40 or better. I have an issue with the young kids listening to it as well. But I can see why they still are there. But you're 40 years old, been around long enough to know that, man, you still at that place. You haven't matured in your growth, your understanding, and that which is beneficial for growth. That you would sag and still wear sagging pants, 40-year-old men, still listen to mumble jumble rap, and still behave as if you're 20 years old. This is ridiculous, man, and it's not something that should be applauded. It is detrimental, and as you see, the condition of the youth is not getting better. You have pockets of individuals that are doing great things, but those who are stuck in poverty and those who are tied into the inner city or the hoods, the ghettos, and even those who are not, that may be on the outskirts of poverty but still impoverished, their situation is not getting better by them listening to the mumble jumble rap. It entertains them, it gives them an escape mechanism, and it feeds the lower drives of the body, those which are easily accessible, that take no real thought. It takes nothing for me or anybody to engage in a sexual act as long as the utensils that we have are working properly. It takes nothing, no thought. It's an automatic function. It's biologically driven. It takes no unique thought. It takes nothing to be able to engage in that behavior. And these things drive the easy, pleasurable, the in the moment gratification type things that allow you to escape from your misery. That's what it is. We're miserable, man. and we haven't figured out how to emotionally and mentally get out of that state and create a platform from which we can grow and attain a level of wealth, a level of stability that allows us to call things for what they are. You're tripping if you're 40 years old listening to that mumbo jumbo mess, and you're tripping if you're 40 years old and you're still sagging your pants. The young cats are tripping as well, but you are really tripping. Time for us to stand up, grow up, and be something bigger, better, and more unique. Stop escaping and falling into the trap of just trying to get free. You're just being manipulated. Your minds are manipulated, and it's really a sad sight to see. Cut that mess out, man. Peace, love.